Hey, what's going on? It's been a little bit since I've done one of these StreamYard streams, and yeah, my face is all sorts of fucked. Even at 29 years old, I still get occasional zits and blackheads. And it pisses me off. And I go to try and pop them, and I end up with getting blood spots. So, yeah, no fun. Not fun. Would not recommend, but it's too late for me. Anyways, how is everybody doing on this Thursday night? I basically I had nobody to talk to tonight over at the TeamSpeak, so I thought, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna come on here and just shoot the shit with you guys. Like I said, since it's been oh god, a little bit over a month since the last time I was doing one of these StreamYard streams. And a lot has happened in that month, including a hell of a vacation I took a little bit after Labor Day. And of course, I told some stories about that in my latest video that was posted this morning, my CD collection update, which actually I need to grab it because I'm going to be wearing the shirt tomorrow when I record album reviews. This bad boy, the new Thralls of Metal t-shirt that Miller gave to me basically as like a thank you for being a friend. So, yeah, I basically got that t-shirt, and I've only worn it, I think, like 3-4 times, maybe. I am going to wear it tomorrow because I have yet to do reviews in that shirt. You always see me wear the other two Thrall shirts, but never that one. That needs to change. I don't know why I'm talking like this, doing this. I don't know. I'm fucking stupid tonight. Oh boy, what's this? Somebody said that Taylor Swift's more legend. Clearly, they just want some of Taylor Swift's which probably tastes like cigarettes and ball sweat. What the fuck did I just say? Eventually, Ricky Horror Master, he'll be joining the conversations. And then speaking of more vacations, I will actually be on a week-long vacation to Gulf Shores, Alabama. So that's why if you go to my community tab on my YouTube page, you'll see that there will be barren any what am I trying to say? Barren of any videos coming out that week from the 4th through the 11th. And that's largely going to be because I'm not going to have time to do reviews. So, which is why those two reviews coming out on the 4th and 5th, I'm going to try and check them out a day or two before, which are Suffocation and Carnation. I definitely want to try and get those reviews up because those are two albums I am definitely looking forward to. Suffocation because it's their first one in 6 years, and Carnation because so far their two albums they've released so far have been fucking killer. So I'm going to try my best to do that. And then as far as like the reviews for the week after, I might push them back because gonna drop a little change announcement for the channel starting in 2024. Whenever I'm doing reviews, I am actually going to be doing 3 reviews, at least if I can, every week starting in January. So that way I can talk more about some bigger albums as well as keep Under the Radar going. So that way you would have more content for more days. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is content day for 3 reviews and under the radar. And then, of course, Thursday would still be like whenever CD collection updates or ranking videos. Damn hiccups. I hate this shit. Or ranking videos would come up and about. But yeah, so that's just one little change I'm going to be doing with reviews going forward in 2024. Like the rest of this year, it's still going to be just 2 reviews and whatever will go into under the radar. But as far as the rankings go, next Thursday at, I'm trying to remember the time. I think I have it set to premiere at 3 p.m., so it's going to be a later premiere of my Judas Priest album ranking because, oh dear Lord, I managed to get that video recorded. I think I did it on Tuesday. Or no, it was Monday. I did it Monday after Monday Night Raw. Holy shit, it was nearly 90 minutes. Because there was a lot of albums to go through and stories to tell about Priest. So, yeah. And again, and I even bring it up in the video once it comes out, that it's kind of ironic how Thralls are getting ready to rank Priest, and I just did Priest. So it'd be kind of funny if they actually posted it next week, even though I don't think it's probably going to come out for another few weeks, because that is a big catalog. And oh dear Lord, my chair's squeaking. I think this chair needs some WD-40 or some stupid shit. But yeah, so my Priest rankings coming out next Thursday at 3 p.m. premiere live, so we can chat. I'll be at work, but I'll probably be alone at work, so I could just do whatever the fuck I want. I just noticed my beard looks really uneven. Like it's more going on here and not as much here, so I feel like I need to shave some of this off. So that way the beard looks a little more even, because I just noticed it for sure now. Yeah, I did not shave the best. But as far as the other rankings coming up, actually, since not all of the people that are watching the Priest video next week are here, for those of you who are watching right now, I'll drop a little bit of a hint. A little bit of a hint on you guys, or a little teaser about a surprise video that's going to be coming out on Thanksgiving Day. I am doing another ranking, a surprise ranking. And the reason why I'm doing a surprise ranking, it's because I fucked up horribly. Because if you go over to the community tab on my YouTube page again and you scroll a little bit, there are 4 voting polls up right now for you guys to vote on what bands you guys would like to see me rank in 2024. And I have one for death metal, one for thrash, one for black metal, and one for prog. And the top 2 most voted bands from each subgenre will get their rankings in 2024. However, I made a royal fuck up. On the death metal poll, I forgot to add one band. And I feel like it's a theme with me. I always forget about this band in death metal conversations or metal conversations as a whole. And that band I fucked up and forgot about is going to get a full ranking on Thanksgiving Day. I am going to be ranking Bolt Thrower. It's time I finally give that band its proper due, because Bolt Thrower's always been one of those death metal bands that I always forget about, and I just don't know why. It's like I see the name out there and I've listened to their music, but it's like I always forget. Like when people on Instagram ask me about like your favorite early death metal albums, I always forget about fucking Bolt Thrower. And I feel like that's kind of a theme for a lot of people in death metal. It's like some people probably just forget about Bolt Thrower because it's like it just slips your head for some reason, even though they're amazing. So yeah, Bolt Thrower is going to get a ranking video on Thanksgiving Day, and then of course around Christmas will be Edge of Sanity. So that's not changed at all. But as far as next year, who knows? I mean, currently right now, hell, if I go to those polls right now and see if anything at all has changed, let's take a look. So currently for prog metal, it's a pretty close battle between Dream Theater, Gojira, and Queensryche, but right now the top two are Dream Theater and Gojira. For black metal, Immortal's the clear-cut runaway. So no question I'm going to be ranking Immortal albums next year. But for second place, it's tied between Marduk and Satyricon. So hell, if any of you guys that are watching that want to break that tie, go to the community tab on the YouTube page right now and vote for either Marduk or Satyricon to break the fucking tie. Because I'm sick of it being tied because I ain't doing 3 black metal bands. That's not happening. And then so far for death metal, it's Cannibal Corpse is another easy runaway. But for second, it's starting to become close between Nile and Obituary. And then for thrash, it's more than likely going to be Exodus and Creator. So, yeah, those are more than likely going to be the rankings for next year. Speaking of rankings, this guy.
I'm back!
And likes to rub shit on my face. This is for you.
Love you too, buddy. Love you too.
You fucking got to meet Alex Webster and Luke Lemire. Are you fucking kidding? Now you know what needs to happen now, right?
What?
Podcast appearances from both. So I can meet them.
Yeah.
Probably more than likely to get Luke than Alex first.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. But, how was everything?
Oh my god. The most brutal and terrifying show of my life.
For all 4 bands?
Yes. So, I'm not sure if Boss is going to be here. I think he's going to be here in a bit because I want to tell the full
I need
story.
to send him an invite first.
Because I haven't told the whole story, like what actually happened. There's some stuff that I left out that I was waiting either to talk to you with your hand or even from the Horseman or some of my friends, because this is probably the craziest thing that happened. Stuff that I never thought would ever happen, personally. Like I said, apologies in advance if my voice is still a bit raspy. My body still hurts, and I was at the front row. Hey, Bash.
What up?
But now that Boss is here, how about you tell us some stories?
All right. So, the day of the show, Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem, Gore Guts, and Blood Incantation.
Yes.
So, I've been hyped about the show ever since they announced it. Like, the minute they announced the show,
Back in the summer.
That summer, I was like, I'm going to buy the fucking ticket as soon as they go on sale. I buy it on the pre-sale for like $30, which is always a good deal for 4 bands for $30. And ever since then, I've been getting more into Cannibal Corpse. As you all see in my latest videos, I've been buying slowly but surely their discography. I don't have it full yet, but it's a discography. It's still in the works. Same thing with Mayhem. Same thing with Gorgut. Same thing with Blood Incantation. So when I did that, I decided to buy the original vinyl artwork CD because that's the one I want to have it signed by the band if I had the opportunity to. So time goes on. The day of the show arrives. I leave my house maybe around 12:30, close to 1 in the afternoon. We stop by, now halfway there to a Wendy's. I myself a big ass chicken sandwich with chicken nuggets and fries. Oh man, it was so fucking good. And I had to eat because once I was at the show, I wasn't gonna go fucking eat. I was gonna be right there.
Mhm.
So we arrived at San Antonio, I want to say 3:30-ish, close to 4. And I told my parents, drop me off at the venue. I don't care if there's a line, no line. I need to start at the venue. And they dropped me off, and there was like 4 people behind me, which is shocking because I usually get there's like 10 to 20 people behind me, but this round was way fucking early. And there was this lady around that was asking if I wanted to go in earlier. Now we're early into the venue. You just had to pay like a $10 fee, $20 fee to get into the venue. They send you to the Warrior Room. Oh, which I forgot to mention, it was at the Aztec Theater in San Antonio downtown. Been there a billion times. Love that venue so much. I get there an hour before the doors open. And there was a conflict because the ticket used to say doors open at 6:30. And then they tell us doors were going to open at 5:30. So there was a lot of people complaining and bitching that they were going to be late to the show. And like I said, I got there early. So I got early. And while I was doing that, the street where the venue is, there was this lady who got off the car pissed off at her boyfriend or husband, whatever, slams the door. She grabs him by the fucking neck of the car, and the car just almost taking her. And this lady wasn't going on the show. She was just being dropped off. And I was like, oh my fucking God.
Another day in San Antonio.
Another day in San Antonio.
Oh my God.
And while I was in the line, of course, chatting with people. No, this is my first time seeing all the bands. This is my second time, whatever. Just trying to, catch up with people. I saw some friends I haven't seen there in a while, met new people, which is always a plus. So I get into the venue. They send us to this Warrior Room where they have nice restrooms. They have a bar. They have a musician playing while you're waiting for the doors to open. Of course, I took the opportunity to go to the bathroom and just let it all out because I wasn't going to go to the bathroom once I was at the venue. The time arrives, and I swear to God, I was power walking like motherfucking crazy.
So kind of like Santino Morello in a way?
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. And then, of course, I get into the venue. Again, lovely venue. You guys had the opportunity to look up the Aztec Theater. It's an amazing venue. And there was a 2-minute delay for us to let us into the floor because I had general admission tickets at the floor. And while I was doing that, I met Luz from Gorguts. I met him while he was setting up. And like, hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan. And I was like, hey, man, thank you so much. I'm going to be at the booth the entire night. We can catch up afterwards because he was very setting up. I didn't want to ask him for an autograph or a picture. I was going to wait later.
Right then and there.
Yeah, but it was nice. I actually got to meet him already as I started into the venue. So I get into the venue. I get in my spot. I'm literally right in the middle, front center. And more people start coming up. And one of the guys that I was talking, I forgot his name. I think it was Hector. He shows me a Mayhem guitar pick. And I was like, where did you get that? Apparently, I didn't know this. The guitarist, what was his fucking name?
TOMAHAWK or Gould?
Yeah, Telok. I think it was Telok. He was hiding guitar picks in every single venue that the band was touring. And he would put hints on his Instagram page. So I was like, man, I need to see if am lucky to find the pick. And lucky enough, found this little guy, a yellow, and in the back, a little bad again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then the other guy, the rest of me got another one too, and there was like 8 picks in total, and we only found 6, so where's the 7 and the 8? So we were trying to look through the venue, and again, there was a spot that we haven't checked, and of course, Finders Keepers Losers Weepers got the other one, this time white, and then of course in the back is signature.
Filthy few.
Yeah. So already, I'm already like way ahead, like getting guitar picks from Mayhem, already a great start. And then of course, as we're there, we're waiting for Blood Incantation to start. And you know, the excitement was there. People were talking, hey, I mean, I'm excited, which band you're excited more to. And then of course 6:30 arrives, Blood Incantation starts. And of course, they had a great set. They played the motherfucking epic 18-minute song from Hidden History.
From Hidden History.
Yes.
Did they play any of their new stuff from that?
Time Wave Zero.
Yes.
No, not from Time Wave. Not from Time Wave Zero, but from Luminescent Bridge.
Yes, they played the single.
Yeah, the Obliquity of the Ecliptic.
Yes.
Which, oh my god, that song is so atmospheric.
Yes, which, oh my god, I was so fucking amazing. And of course, the mosh pit was already starting, which nothing unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And again, fucking amazing. Blood Incantation, really, really good ass fucking show. And then literally after that, Gorguts comes out and starts putting their setup. And of course, Luz is as he's setting up his own amp, he's kind of like teasing the check, yeah, and then the crowd, yeah, and then I said, and he's like, like he recognized me. He recognized me from the front, which already it's brownie points more. And then of course they play, and this was the first time in the long ass time that I witnessed crowd surfing in Gorguts.
Wow.
Of all bands,
was the dude wearing a hot dog costume? Because I saw a dude crowd surfing during Lorna Shore in a hot dog costume.
Oh, that's nothing to what I'm gonna save later on. Trust me.
Was anyone having a gangbang like that one chick in what was it, an Exhumed?
Autopsy.
Autopsy. Thank you.
I don't know. I was
at
at the
MDF
front
last year.
I was at the very front. I have no fucking idea. But
that's
anyway,
still one of the most wildest.
But anyway, Gorguts, amazing set live, amazing set. First time seeing them again, like, and I can't believe that Luz is like almost close to his 50s, still has the fucking veracity
I
that
think
he
he's
had.
in his mid-50s now.
Yeah, but you know, amazing.
Please make a new album. It's been too long.
I actually asked him later on about that. He's like, let's see what happens. But and then of course Mayhem starts to get their setup, and that's when the black metal elite went to be closer and closer to where we were.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh Lord. And for those who don't know, the Aztec Theater is in the middle of the River Lake.
Mm-hmm.
What's next to the River Lake? A Baptist church.
Oh God.
Yes.
Shriek and Varg noises.
So I was like, this cannot get any fucking better or worse, depending on whose perspective. And
Or
they had
just be like me and be like, whatever.
Yeah, and of course, Hellhammer comes out first, and then Ultra comes out second, and then the other guitarist comes out, and then of course, Attila being fucking Attila comes out, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's somebody else missing. Fucking Necrobutcher comes out. Necrobutcher!
Damn.
They had 3 sets. The first set was from Dominion, Declaration of War, songs from that era. They had like maybe, let's see, 6 songs from that era.
Mm-hmm.
Short 2-minute break. The lights go down. Blue, when it's cold
And when it's dark, the freezing mood can obsess you.
I lost my motherfucking shit. I am not fucking joking. If you see the video I posted, I went
Yes.
nuts because it's freezing moon, people. It's fucking freezing moon.
You looked like you wanted to jump on stage and just like circle around the band while they were playing it. I swear, you looked like you were about to do that.
I legit couldn't hold it because it's fucking freezing moon. It's fucking mayhem, you know? And while that's happening, the whole fucking time, mosh pits, crowd surfing is happening, people pushing, want to be at the front, me trying to hold on for fucking life at the barricade, not to get rid of my fucking spot, you know, because you know. And then after Freezing Moon, they play Live Eternal, another great song from The Mysterious. After that, they play the title track, The Mysterious, and they end that set. And then the third set was the entire Death Crush EP songs.
Ooh.
Death Crush, Chainsaw, fuck. And then I think they ended with Pure fucking Armageddon. And when they were gonna play Chainsaw Fuck, Nick Butcher looked at me, and I looked at him. He looked at me. I looked at him. He said to me, "Texas Chainsaw, motherfucker!" And I just said, "Fuck yeah!" And then the crowd surfing began more crazy to the point that a crowd surfer hit me in the face.
Ooh. And
knocked my glasses. Thankfully, I got them at the very front. But that was the first time that I got hit in the face by a crowd surfer. Wasn't a big of a punch, but I was able to manage it and still enjoy the rest of the fucking show. And of course, Mayhem is the set, and everybody is starting to get hyped for, of course, the main fucking event. Cannibal motherfucking corpse. Hell yes. First, Paul came out.
Yes.
And then Alex. And then Rob.
And then Eric. And then
of course, everybody was George. George comes out and does what George fucking does. Wet hair. Starts fucking headbanging like
windmilling. He starts to windmill.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Is he as big? Like, is he like as a big guy that he typically is, like on scene on camera?
Yes.
Okay.
That neck, I can confirm, fucking thick as fuck, like legit, fucking thick. Of course, the crowd goes fucking crazy. More mosh pits, more crowd surfing. And then the guy left on me, he got hit by a crowd surfer. Gacho bad. Like legit, like right here, where we have the bone between the neck. He got hit so bad, he almost wanted to cry.
Damn.
But he took it like a champ and still enjoyed the show until that point. And then, of course, more songs. I headbanged the most when they played Death Walking from the Kill album. I fucking headbanged my fucking head off. The barricade was fucking moving. Everybody was fucking moving the barricade. And then a brief intermission. George addresses the audience. And then he said, This little song is about a song spitting blood from your cock.
Oh my god.
And he said, I fucking dare anybody here to take on the champ headbanging. So I was headbanging while he was fucking headbanging to I Come Blood. And then he said, I fucking win. 53 years old, and I just beat all of your fucking asses. And yeah,
Did they play any songs on a new record on Chaos
Yeah.
Horrific?
they played Chaos Horrific. They played. Actually, I think I have to.
Bloodwind,
Yeah, they played
Sac-
Bloodline, Chaos Horrific, and
Summon to
for Sacrifice.
Summon for Sacrifice.
Yes. So those are the only songs they played from that album. And
So
then,
the 3 singles, essentially.
three singles. And then, of course, George was like, this is our last song. Stripped, raped, and fucking strangled.
There you go.
The crowd went crazy. The song ends. And it's still like, you want one more? I can hear you. And then, of course, he said, there's only one song left. And I need to tell you what it is. Hammer, smash, 5. And then, of course, me witnessing Alex, that iconic bass. I headbanged the crazy zero. I was like, like legit. That was the best way to end the Cannibal Corpse show, with hammer smash bass.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, they finish their set. They're saying goodbye to the fans. George stays for a while, starts throwing the set list around, and I'm like trying to fucking catch a set list or something. Oh, almost forgot. After the Mayhem set, they start doing the same thing, and Hellhammer throws one of his drumsticks.
Ooh.
The guy on right of me and the guy next to him grabbed the fucking stick like fucking, Velcro. They wouldn't let it go. And between them, there was this little petite girl being suffocated to death.
Oh
And I was like,
God.
I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved, to the point that the security guard took the fucking stick from both the guys and gave it to the girl, which he was full on Euronymous corpse paint.
Oh my God.
And of course, back to Cannibal. George starts throwing out the set list. I'm trying to fucking catch whatever I can. And I'm like, come on, George. Come on, George. Come on, George. And then he leaves. And of course, they tell us everyone to leave. As I'm doing that, I see Alex just like walking. And I'm like, hey, it's Alex. Like, hey, nice to meet you, man. I'm a big fan. Would you please sign my file CD? Which I am proud to say he fucking signed it.
There you go.
Alex Webster. I took a picture with him, which, again, never thought in a million years that was going to happen. But I finally met at least a member from Cannibal Corpse. Now I'm on a mission to meet everybody else and get that file CD signed.
Mhm.
So that happens. And then, of course, I go to the merch with Blood and Gorguts. I didn't get in from Blood because I already bought Hidden History. I wanted to buy the new album, but I didn't have it at the moment.
It's a single,
It's a single.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted
and
to
it's
buy
only on vinyl, I think.
Well, I was like, maybe the previous album I would have bought it. They were sold out because this was like the fourth to last day of the tour, which yesterday they were in Dallas, tomorrow they're in Atlanta, and they end on Saturday in Louisville, Kentucky. So after that, I go to Gorguts. I meet Lou again, shake his hand, tell him, hey, I would like to buy the Cold Sand City. He's like, of course. And then, of course, can you please sign it? Which he fucking did. Have it right there. Took a picture with him. While that's happening, I asked him, how you like San Antonio? Oh, man, it's fucking amazing. Last time we were here was when Metallica came in like 8 years ago. They were playing at a show. Only 2 people attended the Gorgut show instead of going to the Metallica show.
Damn.
And he said they didn't get fucking paid from the venue. So those 2 fans who were at the Gorgut show instead of the Metallica show got one hell of an experience. of course, after that, I go to the Mayhem and Cannibal merch. There was a big ass line.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the Mayhem merch. I was trying to buy a shirt, but the biggest one they had was an L, and I'm no longer an L. I was like, at least a 2X. Nope, they were all gone. XL, no, they were gone. Now I was like, okay, can at least buy a CD. They unfortunately ran out of the signed CD copies from their latest live album, which I was like, fuck. But you know what? I was like, okay, I got 2 picks from Mayhem. That's something. And of course, I go to the Cannibal merch. Of course, I come across Chaos Horrific signed by the entire fucking band. Last copy, to say so the least. And
Nice.
I wish they had another copy because I was gonna buy Levi a copy signed, and I was like, hopefully they have another one, but nope, they didn't have another one. And then I was like, well, I at least can buy them a shirt. They only had 1 XL shirt, which is the one I bought, and the rest were 3X, 4X, and small, which I was like, fuck. Yeah, but overall, fucking amazing show. Will I see them again? Fuck yes.
Speaking of upcoming shows, there's one show coming, and this was in San Antonio last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, this was 2 nights ago.
Or yeah, 2 nights ago
in San Antonio. Well, there's a show coming around this time next month in San Antonio. Castrator, Sanguisugabog, Immolation, Cattle Decapitation.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
that sounds good.
And that's the week after my birthday. So I'm not sure. I mean, there's still tickets available.
Take it into consideration.
I'd go there in a heartbeat.
Oh, I would too, but
mainly for Immolation, so you can say you've seen Immolation live.
I know. I mean, I already.
And also to see Sanguisugabog and an all-lady death metal band with Castrator.
I already seen Cattle, amazing, but again, I'm debating on going because I kind of spend a lot of money, so I'm trying to save up, you know. But there's still time. If I have the time, I'll probably go. And
if only that tour had a fucking Ohio date, I would have went.
Yeah, and then there's Brujeria is going to Brownsville on my birthday. Legit, the day of my birthday, they're going to Brownsville, and I'm thinking of going. I'm still, like I said, it depends on time and money, but the Cattle Decap Immolation show, definitely one that I'm considering going. And the one thing that I kind of want to complain was when I met Lou, I fucking wish I had the Considered Dead CD, which I don't fucking have because that's my favorite Gorguts album. I wish I could have had that signed by him.
Erosion of Sanity.
Yeah, sorry, still fucking. But yeah, man, like that fucking show was something. I cannot wait for Cannibal come back. They're gonna come back. Because I think they came to San Antonio last year. This year too. Probably next tour. If I had to guess, they didn't go to Houston. They might go to Houston. Hell, if they come back to San Antonio, even better.
Which is closer, Houston or San Antonio for you?
San Antonio. It's a 2-hour, hour and a half drive. Houston is like
that's
another,
like what,
another 2 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah, 3 to 4 hours, depending on traffic.
And then speaking of stuff that I might try to pull off, I'm gonna see if I can convince some friends or family to let me go to Full Terror Assault next year.
Ooh.
Cave in Rock, Illinois, because after hearing Nick, John talk about being there whenever I met up with them, and they were just home like a day after they were at that festival, and like hearing the stories in their video, it's like that sounds like a festival I want to go to, because on this big open field where you could have a camper there, set up first ups and camping chairs, and Like, I hear the food's good, and like all the funny shit that happened in that crowd when they were all fucking drunk off their ass. And of course, like, actually, let me pull up that lineup from this year's Full Terror Assault from just a month ago. And it's Cave and Rock, Illinois. So it's right along the Ohio River. It's only like a little over 5 hours from my house. 6 hours. So probably just leave here in the morning and get there in the afternoon. If it was to happen. But like their lineup from just a month ago, like they had, as far as like the big bands or like notable bands, Phobophilic was there, Pulchra Morte was there, which I didn't know about them. I actually have one of their CDs because it came in one of them like mystery boxes I bought. But I know that that's Jared Pritchard's band, and he's from Eulogy and Brutality. Belushi Speedball, which are supposedly like a crossover thrash band, and even have a song called "We Ripped Off Municipal Waste."
Hey, honesty is the best policy.
There was a band called Brat, which was a female-fronted grindcore band, and like they start off their songs with a pop song, and then it unleashes into full-on grindcore, which is funny.
That is funny.
I wished I would have known about this festival and could have been gone there, because the next band I would have been the happiest man alive if I saw them live. Psycho Stick. Oh my god, I would have probably pissed my pants in that crowd laughing.
They put out, I heard this on the radio on Liquid Metal, and they had a song called Not Safe for Work, and they just said fuck in like so many different variations.
And like how Nick described it, it's like they came on stage and started off with the world's shortest set of just 7 seconds, and then they're like, "We'll see you guys later," and they walk off stage, and the crowd starts chanting, 8 more songs, 8 more songs, and you hear the singer up from the side of the stage going, "No, beat it, buy a shirt."
Funny story.
And then they came back out and finished their set.
Funny story. I was originally supposed to see Psycho Stick with Mushroom Head here in town, but they fucking canceled.
Damn.
At the time.
Damn.
But now to like the real big bands, you had Enforced, Play, Jungle Rod, Weed Eater, Chris X, King Parrot, Pungent Stench, and then the 3 headliners, Cro-Mags, I Am Morbid. Fuck it, I'm calling that Morbid Angel, okay? I don't care what anyone says. That David Vincent, Pete Sandoval with the 2 mystery guitarist lineup.
David Vincent's Morbid Angel. Just David Vincent's Morbid Angel.
It's Trey.
It's Trey, but Trey's Morbid Angel, but Trey's not been taking care of himself in recent years.
Altars of Madness Morbid Angel. Or whatever, or something. I don't know.
Altars of Madness through Gateways to Annihilation. Like, I love the Steve Tucker stuff, well, the first 2 Steve Tucker albums, but yeah. I would have wanted to go to this festival mainly to see that, where they played almost every song off of Covenant, because it's the 30th anniversary of that album. I think when Nick told me the one song they didn't play from the album was Angel of Disease, I would have been so upset, because like, that's my favorite song on the album, is Angel of Disease. But I guess because it was an early song from their demo years in the 80s, I guess they didn't want to include that. But or to see God of Emptiness.
Oh my god.
And then the final headliner, Cavalera.
Oh,
and they got to meet Igor Cavalera. They still have not yet met Max yet, but they met Igor. And then actually one other big band that they forgot to put on this poster, Exhumed, played. And raw sewage spitting fire in the crowd, which you can only do that outdoors. If you do that in the club, good luck.
Oh yeah. Hey, luckily I was able to see Soulfly with Max and of course Dino from Fear Factory a couple last year, which that was the first show I actually saw after fucking COVID. Like legit the first show.
Hell, I'm looking at some of the old lineups from the old Full Terror Assaults, like the very first Full Terror Assault they did. Some of the notable bands on this set, you had Putrid Pile, Cannabis Corpse, Nashville Pussy, Murder Construct, which is a side project of Leon Del Muerte from Impaled and Travis Ryan from Gal Decapitation. Kill the Client, Gruesome, Revocation, Iron Reagan, Misery Index, Broken Hope, Terrorizer, I Hate God, Obituary, and Napalm Death.
Jesus.
That would have been a hell of a lineup. And then Full
That sounds
Terror
like a
Assault
Maryland
2.
Death Fest.
And then Full Terror Assault 2, you had, let's see, you had Interment, which, do I have? No, I'm thinking of Gorement. I have a Gorement album, but Interment, that's a Swedish death metal band. Let's see, Embalmer, Starkill, Gorgasm, Abigail Williams,
Ooh, Abigail.
Origin, Belphegor, Venomous Concept, Dying Fetus. And then the Saturday they had Cognitive, Putrid Pile, Master, Mobile Death Camp, Rotten Sound, Lockup, Sacred Reich, and Cephalic Carnage. So that was mostly like grindcore oriented for the most part, except for Sacred Reich.
I kind of became a Rotten Sound fan just
From that
on
new
their
album.
last album. Apocalypse was so fucking good.
Full Terror Assault 3, let's see who all they had. They had Homewrecker, Raven, which that's kind of strange having a classic metal band. Phobia, Lich King, Havoc, Goat Whore, Toxic Holocaust, Iron Reagan, with the headliners being Venom Inc., Crowbar, and Overkill.
Ooh. That's mainly thrash. That was mainly a thrash
festival. And then 2018, you had I'm going through the list. Rhythm of Fear, Cast a Stone, which that's Derek from Scour and formerly of Cow Decapitation. That's his band. Organ Dealer, Bird Flesh. I'd love to see Bird Flesh live just to see how funny it is. Insight, Skinless, Midnight, Warbringer, Power Trip, and the headliners Demolition Hammer, Death Angel, and Immolation. So like a good mix.
I want to have Demolition Hammer make another album, please.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I know that's the worst part. Their first two.
And besides,
so
besides, I mean, they're never gonna top those first two albums.
Well, I'm not saying that.
But if they made something that was better than Time Bomb, that would be fine. But I don't know. And then 2019, oh boy, we got a lot. Pulchra Morte was there. Let's see, Worm, Cast Stone again.
Isn't that with the V? Worm,
yeah,
or whatever. Okay,
yeah. Cast a Stone, Byzantine, Inside Morbid Saint, Skeletal Remains, Jungle Rot, Genocide Pact, Ringworm, Chrysian, Chrysix, Exhorter, MOD, Grave, Cataclysm, and the headliners Unearth, Violence, and Soulfly.
Oh yeah, Soulfly. Yes.
And then of course no 2020 because of
COVID.
2021 when they came back, they had Wraith, 200 Stab Wounds, Obscene, Extinction AD, Worm again, Byzantine, Axe Slasher, Lividity, Nomos, Mobile Death Camp, Savage Master, Malignancy, Black Tusk, Weed Eater, Nun Slaughter, Eternal Bleeding, and then the headliners Devourment, Misery Index, and Exodus.
Ooh, okay.
And then last year they had Mutilation Barbecue, which I'd love to see that, or I need to check that out.
Beefy.
Mutilation Barbecue,
Girthy.
Tyrant, Putrid Pile, Axe Slasher, Nomos, Acid Witch, Skinless, Creeping Death. I can never pronounce this band right. Angelus Apatrida?
Apotrodida? So it's like, is they're Italian?
I think
Apotrodida?
they're from Spain, I think.
Spanish. Spanish.
I think they're from Spain. Yeah, they are from Spain. And they got a new album coming out pretty soon. And I'm going to be reviewing that along with Go Ahead and Die. But yeah, them,
I heard
Ghoul.
that new single off of Go Ahead and Die.
Ghoul, and then the headliners. And then the headliners, Pig Destroyer, Municipal Waste, Suicidal Tendencies.
God, I would love to see Pig Destroyer live. God. Like
so that's been all the lineups of Full Terror Assault, and of course, like I said, with this year, and yeah, and also I hear the tickets for it is really cheap, and it's only for 3 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, like what? Like
out in this open area. I don't know. I'd have to ask Nick about that, because if I possibly go, I'm wanting to go with the Thralls guys, because when I was at Nick's house and me, him, Joe, and Miller were talking, they were talking about possibly going together for next year and getting a cabin instead of staying at an Airbnb at the next town.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so although one thing for sure, I doubt there would be any internet at any cabin or any place to stay at down there, so I might as well just bring a bunch of games with me to play while I'm inside.
Yeah.
But
Yep. So here's the set list from from Cannibal. I have it right here. So they play Scourge of Iron, Blood Blind, Disfigured, Evisceration Plague, yeah, Inhuman Harvest, Death Walking Terror, Chaos Horrific, Icon Blood, Summon for Sacrifice, Pounded into Dust, Disposal of the Body, Pizza of Zombies, Stripped, Raped, and Strangled,
and then Hammer Smash Face.
If there was one song I wish they could have played, because it was the first Cannibal song I listened to, The Efficiency Defined of the Wretched Spawn.
Oh, Decency Defiled.
I would have loved to listen to that song live.
I would have liked to see them play Drain You Empty off of Chaos Horrific.
For me personally, Staring Through the Eyes of the Dead off the Bleeding.
There you go, that one too. But yeah, go back. Or
Devoured by Vermin. I would have loved to hear that.
That too.
That's another good one. But I mean, okay, I'm gonna admit something. This is top 5 in their career. It's maybe a bit biased, but I mean, this is Violence and Imagine Part 2, if you ask me. Because I was looking this up when I was listening to the album, and this was on Wikipedia and Metal Archives. They were literally, during the recording of Violence and Imagine, they were actually making songs for Chaos Horrific. And you could kind of tell, because these songs, they sound like a follow-up to Chaos Horrific. Like, you listen to Summon for Sacrifice, tell me that does not sound like Ritual Annihilation Part 2.
Yeah, I do see the parallels.
And like, it kind of has different sounding, like, it kind of takes influences from other bands. Like, I think the title track, that feels like a Bull Thrower song in a way. Like, especially that, like, driving riff and kind of that chorus.
Double Time.
Yes. And Bloodline, that feels like a Morbid Angel song. Like,
that opening riff.
Yeah. Honestly, honestly, from this album, I felt that Cannibal went back into their old catalog. Like, I'm pretty sure they got inspired by Vile, by Richard Spawn, by Kill, and
Even Back to
like,
Life. That's what it felt like to me.
It was really thrashy.
yeah.
And even Fracture Refracture, that feels like something Carcass would have made.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
also,
But
album artwork. Look at it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still need. I'm planning on at some point next month making a big Amazon order of a bunch of albums from this year I haven't bought yet.
Same with
That's
me.
one of them. That's one of them. The new Tomb Mold, the new Sulfur Aeon. Oh my God, Ricky, you need to listen to that new Sulfur Aeon. It's better than anything Behemoth has done in the last 8 years.
I have listened to it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
really
so. Basically, if you love Cthulhu and Lovecraft, that's the band.
Like, honestly, with me, when it comes to new releases, I need to catch up because I need to get the new Undorzan Lay. I need to get the last Rise to the Sky album.
The new Cloak. I need to get that one.
I need to get the new Primordial. Need to get Brujeria. Need to get Bell Witch.
Wait, Bell Witch had something out this year?
Yeah.
I never saw that on Metal Archives. It must have been like a compilation or a split.
No, it was a
I think it was a split. No, I think it was a split.
No, it was a full-on album.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
How come I never saw this on the damn... Well, that's another album I'm going to have to put on a list I'm going to do in December of albums I missed.
Incantation. I need to get that one too.
That new Incantation album is really good.
I want to get the new Crosses album. I listened to the review the Thralls guys did, and you can call me a douchebag poser. I don't fucking care. I dig that album.
I actually didn't watch that review.
I haven't. I'll
have to.
I mean, if you like synthwave, dark pop.
Oh, what's that?
Like more ambient.
It was very poppy. Like it felt like very
like 80s pop.
Exactly.
In a way,
80s synth pop.
Yeah, which I've been lately getting.
Which I don't mind. Like I like people who like fucking that "We Are Number One" Lazy Town song. That was a meme 7 years ago. Someone made that into a 80s synth pop song. It's actually really good. But other albums from this year I need to get. Actually, right here on my third monitor, a.k.a. TV. I'm trying out a 3-monitor setup for better organization. Let me go back up to the very top of the list. Let's see. I still need to get the new Catatonia, the new Ahab.
Those two, Catatonia and Ahab, also.
Those two were good. I really love that new Ahab album.
Oh man,
I wasn't expecting much going into that, and I was like, wow, for a Funeral Doom album, this is actually good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be
fair, I'm not even a big Funeral Doom fan. I'm very picky about it.
The whole main talk of that month was Obituary.
Which I already got. What else do I need to get? That Malice Divine album I've been needing to find on Bandcamp. Memoriam, Rise to Power, which is relevant considering next month I'm ranking Bolt Thrower because I fucked up.
Dude, Bolt Thrower is phenomenal. I just recently did a retrospective on them like a month back, and it's great.
The new Insomnium I need to get on CD.
Oh my god, I love the new Insomnium.
That was so good.
Now, is it better than Hard Is it better than Hard Like the Grave? It has its moments, not by a long shot, but still phenomenal album. I know next year we're gonna get a new Rotting Christ album, which I am hoping a Rotting Christ Insomnium tour. That way they can sing White Christ together.
The new 4 Token I need to get because that was actually a really damn good black metal album. Redemption, that was a great prog album. Let's see. What the fuck else that I haven't gotten? It's a long list.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
Unearthed, the new Unearthed album I need to get because that was awesome.
honestly,
For those who want to lambaste them as being quote shitty metalcore, they're the best metalcore band out there, at least for me, because they sound like they sit in between the early metalcore of the 90s and what Killswitch was doing, because it's super heavy, very few clean vocals, but the fucking melodies remind me so much of fucking Iron Maiden. There's even a song on there that's basically a thrash song, like they were paying homage to Exodus.
Yeah, there's some thrashy like riffs on that album that I
and some great melodeath on there too, like At the Gates meets Iron Maiden. Let's see. I already got Cattle. I already got Ascended Dead. The new Thalcandra. I actually need to get all of the Thalcandra albums. Frozen Soul. I need to get.
oh, that's so good.
The Olkoff. I need to get because that was really fucking intense. New Immortal. New Vomitory.
Oh.
Again, part of this big Amazon order I'm gonna make here and within the next month. Or hell, I might even get them for Black Friday sales because I'm always going to be shopping Nuclear Blast, Century Media.
Oh my god, I forgot. I need to start buying the Christmas present. I gotta start doing that.
Let's see, Rise to the Sky.
Yes.
Saturnus. I need to get Torturak. I need to get that because that's some fun death metal. Raven, the new Raven album's really good. Static Abyss. Ricky, that's an album you need to check out, the new Static Abyss. It's Greg and Chris from Autopsy. Little doomier than Autopsy, but it's got some like Morbid Angel to it. So it's like Autopsy meets Morbid Angel. Done by two members of Autopsy.
There you go. Yeah, that new Raven album. Like, dude, how do you?
I didn't expect it to be as great as it was, but I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Mike Heller is doing blast beats, and it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. How the fuck do you do that?
Let's see. Astralborn, I need to get that not only because they're a Toledo band, but probably the best melodeath album of the year. Outer Heaven, I need to get that Outer Heaven album. That was so great. Crypta, Nervosa.
Ooh, that Crypta album was good.
Horrendous. I need to get Horrendous and Spirit Adrift.
I did not get.
I would get the new Death Clock if I could find it.
I didn't hear that new Nervosa, and I'm kind of sad.
It's really good. It's really good.
Isn't that like that more thrash-oriented project from the girls from Crypta, or is it like a
no? Nervosa was the original band. Crypta was the project after.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let's see. Bottomless. Talk about surprise. Bottomless. Basically, if you like 70s Black Sabbath and early St. Vitus with a little classic heavy metal tinge to it, brilliant. And it sounds like it was recorded at the end of the 70s. It's so good. Let's see. What else? Alkaloid. I actually need to get that and Liquid Anatomy by Alkaloid. Tesseract. I didn't expect much about Tesseract because I'm not a fan of people using the fucking gent genre name, but if it's called gent, holy shit, it's amazing because they don't abuse the 8-string guitars all the time. And Daniel Tompkins, great fucking voice. Better than Spencer fucking Sotelo. Let's see. Cannibal Corpse I need to get. Cruel Force. I should get that one. That was actually a really good thrash album. Acid Mass, Nervosa. Let's see. Primordial.
I haven't heard that
on Thorns I Lay and Sulfur Aeon so far. So I got a lot of buying to do pretty soon. And then released now, new Go Ahead and Die, Max Cavalera's project.
I heard one of the singles, and that single sounded fucking great. It's so dirty. Like, that production is full on filth.
Arthur Risk, man.
Like, I was driving in my car, and I managed to find it on the radio. I wanted to take a shower through the car wash after listening to that song. It was so, it's like, oh, it's great, but that production makes you want to take a shower.
And then next week, new Autopsy. Already a new album after just a year.
Hey, the more Autopsy, the more Chris Reifer. I'm all for that.
Hell, this year's been the year of Chris Reifer because Static Abyss, Siege of Power with members of Asphyx. It was okay. It was an okay album. It just kind of felt formulaic and predictable, and a lot of songs kind of sound the same. But it was fun, thrashy death metal. And then 2 weeks from now, whenever I'm gone on vacation, new Suffocation finally.
Yes.
After 6 years, and then
I
also
think
new
they
Carnation.
put out a single, but I haven't heard it yet.
I haven't checked out the singles for it yet. I need to though. And then new Carnation, which new Angra, Mortuary Drape. And then the week after that, there's Vastum, Sadus the week after.
Wait,
and then
who is an Angra? Who's that one guitarist who's an Angra? Oh, God.
Oh, Kiko, who's in Megadeth now.
Thank you. Yep.
But I don't think he's in Angra anymore, though.
He was, though. That's what I'm saying.
He
used to be in Angra.
And then the end of the month, there's Plague Mace, which I guess some people are going crazy about the single they dropped for that. But probably the two I'm looking forward to the most at the end of November, Cruciamentum, because I've been hearing a lot about that band, and it's like Incantation meets Immolation and Panopticon.
Ooh, there you go.
And that's going to be the last review I'm doing this year will be Panopticon. And then it's got to be re-listening time and get my lists ready to go for December.
God,
it depends on how many more albums I listen to. I have like a top 25.
I'm probably going to do only top 30. I'm not going to do top 50 because that was a lot of editing to do.
So far, I have my top 5, and
I feel like nothing's going to top my number 1. Even though I've given 10s for a lot of albums, there's been one I've gone back to more than any.
My number 1 and number 2 can be flipped. Like what?
Same with me. My number 1, it's still like I cannot get enough. It's still fucking good.
But and then already for next year, I guess if we get a new Ryan Christ, new Priest, and Blood Red Throne at the end of January, that single they dropped, Blade Eulogy, I've only listened to once, and it's good. Definitely gonna have to get used to the new vocalist, though.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard that new Priest single, Panic Attack?
I haven't listened to it yet.
I will say this,
which is funny timing considering next week my Priest ranking's coming out.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that you were doing it like before that new album drop. I will say, just a little bit of a spoiler, the ending or the opening, it's very turbo-ish.
Yes,
it's
very
out of turbo.
Fucking turbo.
But unlike that, the song actually kicks ass because it gets to the meat of the riff. And dude, how the fuck is Rob in his early 70s and he sounds like he hasn't aged? I want to know.
He hadn't been on drugs and alcohol since 86.
I mean, yeah. Like, granted, you can tell that his voice is a little subdued, like his
little weathered, but yeah.
But he's not like straining it in a way, kind of like how Bruce is. He's not straining his vocals. Granted, Bruce had throat cancer, or tongue cancer, but still. I mean, Halford's been doing this way longer, and plus, doing the falsetto can do damage to your vocals.
Yeah. Now, let's see, releases that could possibly be next year.
Please, I'd like new Alice in Chains.
Opeth. I think we're
I
overdue for a
think
new
finally
Opeth.
getting new Opeth and on a new label, Atomic Fire Records.
I'm hearing rumors there's going to be a new Sodom album. They've been circling around that.
Yes.
Maybe.
And from what I heard,
New
they say
Testament, I think, is going to happen because they seem to put out something every 4 years.
Who else?
It sucks though because Dave Lombardo's not in the band.
Yeah, it would have been cool to hear him on a new album.
Who else?
We did get him on one, but I'm like, we could have had more.
I'm trying to figure out who else hasn't released an album in a long while.
Triptychon.
And
it will have been 10 years next year. We need something, especially when you have Honest Grossman as your drummer, Tom. Come on.
Maybe Tribulation didn't release. Did they release?
Yeah, Tribute. We could.
They released one last
They
year.
released an EP, but they released an EP, but as far as a full length, not since 2021.
New Napalm Death. They can probably release a new album.
New Napalm. Probably new Napalm.
New Accept.
Yes, please.
New Hooded Menace. I'd be down for.
Yeah, New Hooded Menace. I'd be down too.
Maybe new. I don't know if they've gone back into the studio yet. Asphyx, maybe.
Asphyx, yeah. They released one.
It's been what, 2 years?
3
years.
It's been almost 3 since
Necrosis.
Oh no, that did come out in 2021. I thought it came out in 2020.
Yeah.
Dream Theater.
It's
been like 2 years. And they typically do every 2-3 years.
Maybe New Swallow Sun, but again, it's been 2 years since
2 years.
Flowers.
No, I don't know. I was about to say New Exodus, but
they might release something. New Death Angel. We need new Death
Anthrax. We need new Anthrax.
Yes.
Yeah, we do need new Anthrax.
That's been a rumor for a while.
Let's see. I'd love a new Eternal Champion album.
Yes. That would be a good one.
New Nile, I would love to hear.
I think Nile has something planned.
Because it's been 4 years since Nihilistic Rights came out.
There's been a rumor.
Give us more Carl Sanders, please.
Of course, new Broken Hope.
Yes.
Of course, new Broken Hope's happening.
There's been a rumor that Tool might release something next year.
And watch, it'll probably take another 10 years.
Actually, I just got Tool's Anonymous in a recent collection update, which for my money is probably the best. Or it's my
Lateralis.
With Anima's a close second.
Towards Anonymous more only because it was like mainly the singles really got me, but my dad's an Anonymous fan too. He loves Tool, but
and then there's one that it's been teased forever, Corner. I'd love a new Corner album. Maybe new At the Gates.
Yeah, I think it's long overdue for At the Gates.
Well, it's been over 2 years, but 2024 probably. I'd be curious to see if we get a new Black Dahlia album. Now with Brian as the vocalist.
That's a tough one. That's going to be
tough. It ain't going to be the same without Trevor, but if Brian's doing good on vocals, then he's going to keep that legacy going.
Unless they record something with Trevor before
Unless they have like leftover songs.
Yeah. I doubt it, but it's been a while. Maybe Ice Earth.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
If John's got a new lineup in play.
Like I said, I doubt it.
Like everybody left except for the drummer.
I doubt it. And plus, if they come back, everyone's going to remember what John did. And that's a damn
which wasn't so bad.
It was a wrong place, wrong time thing. That's
essentially that's all it was, but not gonna dive into it further.
And another thing too that pisses me off, the record store I go to, they only the only thing that they have that is Ice Earth is the Days of Purgatory compilation. I want an album, please. I want a full length.
Try to figure it out. Try to figure it out.
You know what? We need a new Hate Eternal album. It's been 5 years, but Eric's busy with Cannibal Corpse.
But Eric busy with Cannibal unless somehow he
finds the time.
Yeah.
Actually, one supergroup I'm shocked hasn't released their full length yet. They have an EP out, Arise from Worms, with Sonny Lombardozzi, formerly of Incantation, Flo Monnier of Cryptopsy, and Steve Tucker of Morbid Angel. Like that's a supergroup.
Oh,
Malefic Throne. I would love to hear full length because that's another Steve Tucker project.
Now that you mentioned Catatonia, Paradise Lost, My Dying Bride, it's long overdue for new albums. I think My Dying Bride is gonna release something because I think Nick sent something about the 30th anniversary.
I know. There's rumors of a new Atheist album. Which yes, I would love to hear a new Atheist album. I actually need to check out that full album that Kelly Schaefer did with his other project, Till the Dirt, where Scott Burns came back as the producer. But I've heard it's like so weird, like it's different genres, but it's still kind of death metal.
New Morbid Angel.
That's if Trey.
I know.
Being an idiot.
I know.
Drunk or getting hurt all the time. And you wonder why Steve Tucker's doing so many projects now. It's because he doesn't even know if Trey's even going to make another album. Hell, I've even heard rumors that if Morbid Angel releases new music, they would just do EPs, no more full lengths.
Maybe, hopefully, doubtedly, Carcass. I know it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I'm on a Mars.
It's only been a year.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked we haven't gotten any new Killswitch Engage in a while. I wouldn't be shocked if they released something. It's been 4 years since that last one.
Let's see. Who else could possibly... trying to go through my entire fucking... Of course, the King Diamond album we have yet to get.
Oh, I got one that I would love to hear. Ulcerate. It's been 3 years since Stare Into Death and Be Still. I've gotten all the Ulcerate albums, but the only one I've listened to in full is Everything Is Fire. I need to listen to the rest because that might be a band I'll rank in the future. Is
Possess. I will love a new Possess
maybe
album.
A new Possessed album. I would love to hear a new The Haunted album. That would be cool. Please, new Gore Guts, new Blood Incantation full length.
I mean, Blood Incantation for sure.
New Gate Creeper. I want to hear. I want to hear a new Gate Creeper album because that band is so great.
Of
course, new Death Angel. I know. Oh yeah, I forgot we are getting new Deicide next year.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
I'm curious as to how that's going to go because apparently they're going to go more prog.
Yeah, they said that they're inspired by prog, so who knows?
Man.
High on Fire, I'm shocked we haven't gotten anything from in 5 years.
Maybe new Cradle of Filth?
I'm not a fan of them. I cannot stand for the life.
Stop doing baby squeals, Danny. Please stop doing baby squeals. I hate them. Just stick to black metal death.
Maybe new Dark Throne.
Yeah, we could probably.
They could.
They probably could.
They've been releasing an album for the past 3 years. 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. Eternal Hails 2021, Astral Fortress last year. Maybe we'll get a new Dark Throne next year, which I would be down for that.
This kind of
possibly a new Saxton. They've been releasing albums out the wazoo. Dude,
I love a new Saxon.
Carpe Diem was such a damn good album. I jam Age of Steam and Supernova on the daily.
Oh, for sure. New Ministry next year. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
A new what?
Ministry.
New Vader. We need a new Vader album. It's been 3 years.
Which, by the way, I saw that you got Litany as well, Levi.
And just today, I finally got the one hardest to find, Black to the Blind. I actually need to get this case replaced.
Borknagar. New Borknagar.
Yes. How have we not had a new Borknagar album in 4 years?
I know. True North was fucking amazing.
There might be a chance of a new Fear Factory album with their new singer.
It won't be the same without Burton, though.
Yeah.
Even though it's you know, the whole thing with him and Dino and all that stuff. It's just like, dude, just make out already. Get it over
Kiss and
with.
make up, yeah.
Even if the dicks touch, just go along with it.
Maybe new Druid Lord.
I was thinking about that. Good.
I would love a new Nocturnus album. Or, I'm sorry, Nocturnus AD.
Speaking of, possibly a new Entombed, even though
That's only if that lineup that they
Yeah.
got even is recording.
that is true.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, LG.
yeah.
Then again, Nick did vocals for Clandestine and did an amazing job.
New Macabre. I will love a new Macabre.
I'd be shocked if we got a new Mortician album after.
I was about to
20
say
years.
that too.
I
want to say this because I'm such a big slut for them. A new Candlemass, but I doubt they're going to do a new one this year. Only because Sweet Evil Sun was good, but it felt so damn underwhelming.
Yeah, I wasn't as huge on that.
Like, it's good, but it felt like more of a demo or an EP because that production was so terrible.
We might be getting new Exciter, our boy DK. Possibly.
I actually did get 2 Exciter albums. What was it? Blood of the Tyrant and Dark Command.
Oh yeah, maybe a new Midnight album since it's been
Yeah.
almost 2 years, and they do every 2 years it seems. Although Athenar's got new stuff coming out with his Motorhead tribute band White Spade, which I need to get that CD.
Who else could release something? Maybe
Obscura, maybe.
Obscura.
in 2
I
years.
mean, maybe new Marilyn Manson.
No.
I mean, I'm a Manson fan, so
I hate Manson. I mean,
Manson's only good at material was the 90s.
Yeah.
And
sexual
2000.
allegations, but that's a story for a different day. I just had one in my head. Maybe a new Anvil. I don't know how you guys feel about them. I have quite a few of their albums, and I haven't listened
Actually,
to
you know what? You know what would be interesting? I would love to hear Jason Newsted do another solo album.
Yes.
Since he's got that band back together, maybe new album, because that album from 2013 was awesome.
And speaking of solo projects, it's been close to 5, 6 years, maybe longer, that Kerry King was supposed to release something. He never fucking did.
Kerry King?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know he did solo.
Yeah, he was gonna do a solo project after Slayer.
Maybe a new Sepultura album. It's been almost 4 years since Quadra.
Derek did confirm that. He said there'll be a new album next year, albeit that was around the unfortunate passing of Andreas's wife, but he did state in an interview there will be one in 2024, which if it sounds
Quadra was really fucking good.
I love Quadra. I like Mishima Sai more, but Quadra was a hell of an album.
Who else could release something?
I'm trying to think of like big thrash bands. That's who I'm really making.
I'm trying to think more like underground, like big underground bands. Mayhem, they released Dominion, 3 years ago?
Oh,
Five.
yeah, actually.
5 years ago. That was when
Actually, a couple thrash bands. Havoc and Warbringer.
Ooh, yeah.
Probably.
I'm starting to get a little bit into Warbringer. That took me a while.
I need to get some more Warbringer albums and more Havoc.
Oh, new Onslaught. We could possibly get
that
a
would
new
be
Onslaught.
cool.
That would be cool.
Maybe
Generation Antichrist was good.
Yeah, maybe new Zentrix, even though it's right now it's been a year, but maybe
Yeah.
a new Zentrix album.
Mm.
I said Death Angel already, which I'm shocked it's been so long since Death Angel.
Yeah.
Possibly new Dark Angel, because Gene Hoglan's trying to get a new Dark Angel album
Yeah.
made.
Dude, he'll probably have to give birth in order for that lineup to happen.
Well, they got to line up together. It's
Or
just,
for the album to like actually.
but for the album, I don't know if we'll ever. I don't know if we'll get another Demolich album, even though they've been touring a lot the past few years.
Oh Lord, Nespithe. That's
And
a mind fuck.
And the Vanishing Sessions.
Mm-hmm. I don't know because.
Oh yeah. One big one, probably one of the biggest ones. New Dismember next year.
Yes.
I forgot about
yes.
Dismember. And I saw they released. I think they released a new song this week too. And I haven't checked it out yet. I could have swore I saw a video pop up on Nuclear Blast YouTube. I haven't checked it out.
I actually have two of their albums. I have. Oh wait, yeah, two. Like an Everflowing Stream and Death Metal, and I got their Pieces EP from '92.
Yeah, I got Indecent and Obscene and Pieces. I want to get all of the Dismember albums since they're now finally reissuing them after so long. And I did have like an Everflowing Stream, but it was on Willow Tip. It was a reissue from Willow Tip. But now that I got the Nuclear Blast, that's another album to the 4,000 subscriber giveaway that's still taking forever to get to. I might just fucking do it as a Christmas giveaway at this point. Like,
yeah, so, you kind of set yourself like you were like, oh, I'm right there, and you were and
it's been slow. I was stuck between like 3,700 and now I'm at 3,831. So it's slowly getting there, but I'd like to get there sooner so these can go.
Maybe a new Abath solo album, but I don't know about
that. No, just don't let Abath mix another album. Don't let him mix.
I mean, honestly, the last Abath album really
not very good.
I did get his second album, Outstrider. I did get that.
Yeah,
I got that for Christmas. I need to get the first one.
Yes.
I'll say this because Ricky, you're such a fanboy. Maybe new AC/DC because it's been 4 years.
I know, and they toured. I mean, they did the Power Trip festival, which hopefully, maybe. Oh God, if they come to Texas, I swear to God, I swear to fucking God,
you're gonna be on that like a fat kid on a cupcake.
Oh yeah.
I've been hearing rumors. Of another Ozzy. No.
Yeah.
Please God, no. I'm sorry. I've said this before, and I say it again. Ozzy should have retired in '95 after Osmosis. He should have stuck to that retirement. You want to do the Sabbath Reunion 5, but I'm sorry. I just do not like Ozzy's 2000 work. Like maybe Black Rain, but I know that's an unpopular opinion. I thought it was just okay, but I just don't.
I thought there were some good songs on Patient Number 9.
Black Label Society. We might get new stuff from that since Zach is gonna tour.
Yeah, they're doing that whole thing with Pantera. And by the way, there's no new Pantera album, folks. Sorry to break your heart.
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
And it doesn't need to happen.
No,
that ain't happening unless Hellfreeze is over. Maybe new Ghost Bass. I doubt it. It's been. What?
Did any of you guys listen to the new oh God, the Lion's Daughter album, Bathhouse? I think it's called.
Don't know what that is.
The Lion's Daughter. They made a skin show back in 2021. Oh, okay, never mind. Nick would have knew. No, correct, Nick. He would have knew what I'm talking.
I wouldn't mind a new Shining album. Wait, didn't they release one this year?
I think they did.
I think they did.
I could have swore I saw them listed on the upcoming albums lists at one point or another.
I don't know. It's been almost a decade since this band's made one, and I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of them, but I really do like their early output. A new Gorgoroth album, I wouldn't mind.
Nah, that's a tough one.
I know. I just don't know what the hell they're doing. I
don't know.
feel like
Asking Furnace.
Yeah, because every time when I bring that band up in the conversation, everyone kind of just pushes it aside. I'm like, their early
honestly,
output's good.
When was the last time Gorgoroth even toured?
I want to say 2017. Because they haven't made an album since 2015. So it's been about 8 years.
Yeah, it's been.
And again, I love their early output. I think that's some of the best black metal. And then the whole Gaul era, but we don't talk about that.
Satan.
Actually, there is one black metal band I need to get into soon, and that's Urge Hall.
Who?
Urge Hall. What the hell is so funny?
The way you said Urge Hall.
That's what it's called, you bastard.
You bastard. Oh,
yeah,
you know
that's strike 99,9991 millionth, mister. Yeah, try making fun of me again, you red-headed, four-eyed looking, big, erection dickless, 5'5" little bastard.
Fake hair and fake teeth. Did you see what I put in the Twitter, little Twitter DM
I
of
haven't
all
checked
five of us?
Twitter in a few days.
It was called the Flare Witch Project.
Yes.
And my dad showed me that. He was fucking dying laughing. I'm like, that's so fucking stupid.
But anyway, so Urge Hall, they're a Norwegian black metal band, but kind of more in the vein of Shooter and even Marduk, where it's like aggressive but riffy. That's what I want in my black metal. If it's just all about tremolos and blasts and atmosphere the whole time, fuck off. I want riffs. I want riffs in my black metal. Okay, that's all I want.
This is a long shot. Agalok.
That will be back together, and maybe they discuss. Do an album.
They've only toured a couple of dates in Europe, and maybe one date only in America, which is in Portland. I'm pretty sure they're thinking of doing a full-on tour.
They might.
That will be a big release. Who else could release something? Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Cattle EP because I'm pretty sure the guys in Cattle had a lot of more stuff.
This is such a long shot, and it sucks too because this band's musicianship is phenomenal. A new Inquisition album.
Didn't they have one 3 years ago?
Yeah, in 2020, Black Mass for a Mass Grave. The reason why I'm very.
I know why, and we don't need to go into it. I know the story.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation. It really is.
Maybe I doubt it. That's a long shot. Dead Spell Omega.
It's been since 2019 since the last one. Despite Miko Aspa, the fucking music's amazing.
Yeah.
Basically, if Ulcerate were a black metal band.
Pretty much.
Or if Gorguts was a black metal band.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of some.
Who else could? Maybe New High on Fire.
I brought that
you
up.
did say that.
It's been 5 years. I would love to hear a new Arcturus album. It's been right now 8 years since the last one.
No,
Yeah,
not them.
Borgnagar, we talked about.
Uh,
Moon Sorrow.
Moon Sorrow?
Insafirum. Actually, another new band I need to get into. Iotune. From Denmark. Prague Melodeath band. They had their debut out 2 years ago, Accessible Worlds. I need to get that album because I heard that was some incredible prog melodeath, kind of like in the vein of In Mourning, Opeth, Insomnium, Wilderun, maybe even a little Borknagar and Enslaved thrown in there, Neoblivious Scars. Actually, Neoblivious Scars right now would be near the top of my list for this year.
It's been about 8 years since they released a new album. I would like to hear a new Wasp album. I love that band. People can say
actually another band
actually
another one I'm actually shocked we haven't gotten anything from. Sludge.
Who?
It's been Sludge.
Never heard of them.
Oh my god, you're missing out on some awesome sludgy blackened death metal that's all about slugs. They had an album out 5 years ago called Esoteric Malacology. That was really fucking good.
That's a hell of a name. I'll give them credit for that.
How about a new Queensryche?
It's only been a year.
One 2 years. They just had one
last year.
Yeah.
Last year.
That's true.
Which I'm kind of ashamed I didn't listen to because they did play a song when I saw them live, and it was actually pretty good.
We already mentioned Alice in Chains.
Actually, one I wouldn't be shocked if we got something new from 1914.
I was about to say that earlier.
1914.
It's been 2 years
since 2021. Yeah,
since Warfare and Weapons Meet. I need to check out the first two from them.
Ooh, how about a new Destruction album?
It's only been a year.
Oh yeah, that's right. It came out with Diabolical last year. Yep, I apologize.
Same with Creator.
And with Tankard too. Pevlaw Dogs.
And even Sodom had the 40 Years
of Hell
War compilation where it was all new recordings.
Which, by the way, their re-recordings of like their 90s output, it's like, Jesus
pretty good.
Christ. Like,
and that re-recording of After the Deluge off of Obsessed by Cruelty, that was so good.
Like Gathering of Minds. Oh my god, that is a chugathon.
I just wish they didn't. I wish they would have just stayed with like, Obsessed by Cruelty, like the second half of the 90s, and maybe a couple of recent albums and do re-recordings of that. Don't touch Persecution Mania, Agent Orange, Better Off Dead, or Tapping the Vein.
Yeah.
Like, did they re-record anything off of M16? I can't remember.
They did. They re-recorded one song off of everything they've done.
Okay. Because I love M16. That's my favorite Sodom album. I do admit
my number 4. Mostly the drum production.
Yeah, the drum production could have been better.
They re-recorded Genocide on there. So here are all the songs they did on there. They did Sepulchral Voice from In the Sign of Evil, After the Deluge from Obsessed by Cruelty, Electrocution from Persecution Mania, Baptism of Fire off of Agent Orange, Better Off Dead off Better Off Dead, Body Parts off of Tapping the Vein, Jabba the Hutt from Get What You Deserve, which I still love that album. It's so Motorhead-ish. Gathering of Minds off of Diabolical Masquerade. Or not Diabolical, Masquerade and Blood. Why am I picking up the band?
Incantation. Diabolical.
That's what an Unknown Killer diaries from Till Death Do Us Part, or Till Death Do Us Unite.
Till Death Do Us Unite.
Book Burning from Code Red, Genocide from M16, City of God from the self-titled, Ashes to Ashes off of
The Final Sign of Evil. Or In the Final Sign of Evil.
Yeah, and then In War and Pieces off of In War and Pieces, Sodom off of Epitome of Torture.
Oh, they did
Caligula from
Caligula from Decision Day.
And Euthanasia off of I don't think that was on Genesis 19.
Yeah, Euthanasia. Yeah, it was. They
Okay.
should have re-recorded Glock and Roll because, damn it, that freaking chorus is so good. Glock and Roll. Glock and Roll. Which, funny enough, a friend of mine, I was riding in the car and I was taking her home, and this song popped up and she just gave me a fucking look. She's like, Glock and Roll? Really? I'm like, yes, it's a good song and you're going to like it. She's like, okay then.
Friend, huh?
Behold, we hit a freaking.
Oh, another couple of bands I just saw. I would love a new Exhumer album. It's been 4 years.
Exhumer.
Those last two Exhumer albums are what Slayer should have done on Repentless.
i.e. everything.
Yes.
Which, hot take, Repentless is the worst Slayer album.
No.
There's no way you can be worse than Diabolus. You can't.
Okay, with Diabolus, at least the atmosphere is unique. And at least they tried to... They made their... How do I put this word? They tried to make new metal, or well, they did make new metal, but at least they made it their own. Like, at least there's some good songs I like. And plus, the production's not as terrible as it is on Repentless.
Strike 3!
You're my number one, fuckers. It's okay. Catharsis is better.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Speaking of
Easily
Catharsis,
the worst
Machine
metal
Head
album.
is going to tour next year.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the kick sign.
Anyways, and then the other band I was looking at, Art Noir, I would love to see.
Ooh, Art Noir, yeah, Black and Thrash. What about a new Gold Horror album? Oh wait, no, they did one
Just
last
a year
year.
ago.
Never mind.
Just
They
a year
just
ago.
did one.
We did a year ago.
I wanted to.
Apsu, I would love to hear a
that.
new Apsu album. Actually, that's a band I need to get into. Is Absu and Apsu, both versions.
Isn't
maybe?
Apsu the one where that one dude kicked that one female out of the band or something? Like he kicked a member out. It was a complete shitty move. Professor Apsu.
Maybe
Professor McGovern's Absu.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe
Yeah.
new Ishan album.
I'm shocked we haven't gotten anything from Ishan in the past several years.
I wouldn't, again, never gonna happen. New Emperor, but
What else?
who else?
I brought up Peter.
Mastodon, no.
Mastodon,
Yeah.
I could see because it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it has. I keep thinking Hush and Graham came out 2022, but it came out in 2021.
I know there's a possibility of a new Vector album in the works.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I would love to hear a new Vector.
There's rumors of a new Merciful Fate and King Diamond album, which I'm thinking to myself, King, you have the albums made. Just release them. Jesus Christ. Oh. And it sucks too because I just went through a Merciful Fate retrospective like a couple months back.
You want to know a band that I wish was back together that I would love to hear a new album from? Repugnant. Tobias, take a break from Ghost because you've been working your ass off too much with Ghost. How about go back to your death metal roots a little bit for one album? That's an album I've been trying to find. Good luck.
Epitome of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Nick's retrospective on that, and he said that.
Yeah, me too. And actually, speaking of Swedish bands, I would love a new Necrophobic album. It's been 3 years.
Necrophobic too.
Necrophobic, the best Black and Death band, better than Behemoth.
79% for the Satanist.
Actually, why don't I take a look at Behemoth, see if the scores have changed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so nope, still 79%.
Still 79%. Wow. How much is Opus? Opus contra Natredium.
Wait, you mean Incauda Venenum?
No.
No, the latest Behemoth.
album.
Oh, I thought you said Opeth for a second.
I
No,
thought he said Invada for a second too, but he
Opus
said
contra Narvenium.
Opus contra Natrum.
Armando.
Remember, the V's are U's.
I know. I just know Opus contra, and I think of saying
Natrum.
I want to say Nirvana for some reason.
It's at 66.
Mm. I don't know if this will happen, but maybe a new Pestilence album.
Patrick Lamely needs to quit being an egomaniac and actually play death metal.
Is he kind of like the Jeff Tate of
kind of?
Death
He's
metal?
kind of like the Jeff Tate of death metal. Yeah, talented guitarist, but fucking ego trip and doesn't really let anybody else write shit for him. And the fact that he went after Quest for Metal over his ranking, it's
that's
really,
so
dude,
stupid.
Really? And also, if I'm gonna be real, Pestilence died after Martin Van Buren left. Well, Testimony of the Ancients is great, but that's literally the one good Pestilence album post Martin.
And actually, real quick, speaking of Martin Van Buren, I'm kind of sad that Martin Van Buren never played on a Bolt Thrower album. I was actually kind of upset.
Had a disease where his hair was falling out, but I guess he's okay
it's
now.
Such bad time.
It would have been cool to hear Martin do a Bolt Thrower album. It could have been amazing.
It could have been like a full on Death Doom, like I mean, yeah.
Well, I don't know if it would have been necessarily a Death Doom. I think it still would have been a Bolt Thrower album, just a different vocalist.
I was about to say because Bolt Thrower.
Don't get me started on Bolt Thrower. I'm ranking them Thanksgiving.
I know, but
that's going to be an interesting one to rank.
I'll just say it. There's no bad album. They're one of the most consistent.
Speaking of In Mourning, maybe a new In Mourning album since it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
And I have everything that they've done, even their studio live album they did last year, which is so good.
I'm trying to think of like some maybe a new Kareth Ungol, perhaps.
Sereth Ungol, that actually hang on.
Or however the fuck you pronounce that.
Sereth Ungol actually came out today.
Oh, really?
There's a new Sereth Ungol album. It's called Dark Parade. That's out now.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
There you go.
I've always wanted to get into that band, but I don't know.
Too.
Like they made 3 albums, and yeah.
Same with Manila Road, but I just never dove into them as much. Well, on that note, I am about on the verge of passing out over here. So thank you all who tuned in. Thank you all for tuning into this out of nowhere stream because nobody else was around to talk to. But until next time.